Hey friend, you ready to get more out of those body tracers? Earlier this month I uploaded a tutorial on how to do this. So if you've gotten that down, you're probably ready to dive into something new, like maybe this, or these, or even these. We've got a lot of options for using that knowledge you've picked up, so let's explore some exciting variations that will push your poi game further. Drex here from Drex Factor Poi, sharing with you the love of poi spinning and flow arts to benefit your body and brain. And today, I'm showing you what comes next after you learn your vertical poi snakes. But before we dive in, I just want to give a quick shout out to the friends of the channel. Big thanks to Dark Monk, Flow Fests, Flow Toys, Pyroterra Light Toys, and Ultra Poi for helping to make the videos on this channel possible. You can learn more about all these awesome companies and the work they're doing to support flow artists like yourself by checking out the links down in the description of this video. And special thanks to the non-business friend of the channel, Pekka Pekkonen. Thank you so very much for supporting my channel, my work, and my mission. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Poi spinners love to climb a skill tree. We enjoy learning new tricks and seeing where they can take us in the future. But sometimes figuring out what to tackle next can be a bit overwhelming. What other tricks complement what you've already mastered? Are there variations on your current skills that can push the boundaries further? And what related tricks should you explore as well? That's where this series comes in. What Comes Next is designed to spark your creativity and guide you on where to focus your efforts next. I'm here to help you take the skills you've just learned and show you 3 exciting options to expand and enhance them. And since the feedback on my tutorial on vertical snakes earlier in the month was overwhelmingly positive, I'm excited to offer some fresh guidance on where to go once you get down that trick. If you missed that video, I'll link to it down in the description and up in the cards for you to check out. And of course, if you love videos about poi spinning and flow arts, make sure to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to make sure that you know exactly when I drop a new video and get a chance to expand your knowledge even further. But for right now, and without further ado, what comes next after you learn vertical poi snakes? Starting with option number 1, snakes in split time opposites. Now, this is a pretty logical next step. If you've gotten your vertical snakes down in together time opposites, learning them in split time opposites is a great way to deepen your understanding. This is a variation made famous by Nikki Evers, wherein the petals of the snakes are looped around your shoulders simultaneously rather than in rapid succession. And because it's in split opposites, it has that wow factor that comes from a timing and direction mode at odds with the symmetry of the human body. The really cool thing about split time opposites is that it forces you to think about timing and direction and symmetry in a whole new way. Because the human body has bilateral symmetry where we reflect across a vertical axis, tricks in split time opposites add a lot of visual interest because their symmetry reflects across a horizontal axis. Plus, it's a great stepping stone to other tricks that use this same timing and direction. Trust me, once you get the hang of it, you'll be glad you put in the effort. So this first pick was definitely a pretty safe bet, and the next one is too, but probably not in the way that you're thinking. Option number 2, turning with vertical snakes. Isn't this just the same trick that we started this whole conversation with? Well, yes, and also no. Technically, vertical snakes are only a body tracer on the segment that goes up your body. The route back down is just simply an extension. This variation turns the way up as well as the way down into a body tracer, making the whole trick fit completely into this category. The only caveat here is that the same hand is always doing the tracing, but it still looks incredibly cool to the audience and will absolutely read as something different from the original vertical snakes that we were working with. Plus which, it requires you to turn, and I'm always a fan of poi tricks and variations that get your body in motion. Give this one a try and get those feet in gear. Alright, so we've explored different timing and direction variations as well as how to turn the entire trick into a body tracer, so let's finish off with something that'll be more of a challenge to your tech skills. Option number 3, adding caps. When I uploaded my vertical snakes tutorial at the beginning of the month, I got a lot of people asking me whether it was the same thing as a body tracer popularized by a poi spinner named G. The answer is that yes, it is, but it's a simplified version of it. The version of vertical snakes that I always associate with G involves performing caps on either side of the body. That's not the only version of this trick that he performed, but to my mind, it's absolutely the most distinctive one. This means learning the hands together variation of caps to be able to perform as the hands work their way down from above your head to down back next to your hips. The entire trick becomes polyrhythmic in the process. And the funny thing is, the only tweak you actually need to do in order to get there is to pick one hand that switches to anti-spin on the way down. The other hand is performing exactly the same move. This requires you to be really comfortable with your anti-spin flowers and caps, but the results are surely worth it. And if you're interested in deepening your knowledge of poi body tracers by learning the fundamentals of how they work, you're in luck because that is the topic of the Flow Circle for August. The Flow Circle is a weekly exclusive lesson that's available only to my Patreon supporters, and this month we're focusing in on body tracers. Everything from the basic skills of using reels and linear isolations, all the way up to figuring out specific moves like archer weave fountains and even a recipe by which you can turn most flowers into body tracers as well. To check that out, go sign up over at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi. The final lesson of the month goes live on Wednesday. What were some of your favorite tricks and techniques that learning vertical snakes opened up? Did I miss a few? Drop me a comment and let me know. This video would not be possible without my amazing supporters on Patreon. In particular, I'd love to give a shout out to my Flow patrons who are listed on screen right now. Thank you so much for supporting my channel, my work, and my mission. If you're out there watching this and you enjoyed this video, please consider signing up to help me make more like it in the future. You can do that by heading on over to Patreon at patreon.com/DrexFactorPoi and signing up. There you can get access to a whole host of excellent rewards, but better than that, you'll be helping me out in my mission to bring poi spinning and flow arts to the whole wide world. Do check that out, please and thank you. And if you've got the body tracing bug and are excited to learn more, I'd recommend checking out my video on the top 5 body tracers you should know. I'll link to it up on screen as well as down in the description. Hopefully, there's something else there that inspires you too. Thank you so much for watching. Now make sure to get out and flow today, and I'll see you with another video real soon. Take care now. Peace.